Tom Brady, he is leaving the Patriots. So we're going to take you through the most likely replacements for Brady in New England. It doesn't even seem real at this point. So we're going to start at 6. We're going to work our way all the way down to 1. But first, Tom, let's walk through here the latest news around Brady.
Brady has announced he is leaving the Patriots. The latest buzz, the speculation is that, you know what? The Bucs are going to get him. That doesn't really impact this particular video. Wherever he ends up signing, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be the Patriots. And although Brady was not the same guy he was in his prime, he is still a starting caliber quarterback. It is a loss for the organization as a whole. This was their quarterback.
Correct.
When you think Patriots player, this is the first name that comes to mind. That is a loss, an historic loss for this organization.
I think when you say a Patriots player, I think he's going to be the player that everyone thinks about for not just now, but for the next 20, 30 years. I mean, he is going to be the player where I tell my kids, I think he was the GOAT. And these numbers are only just the surface because guess what? He's also won a whole bunch of Super Bowl trophies. So for me, this next question that we're going to bring up here on screen, the shock level of Brady leaving New England, it's a 10 for me. I mean, I have a lot of friends that live in the Boston area. They've been messaging me all day. This is crazy to me. So, yeah, it's a 10. I understand that he's a free agent. I just couldn't picture him playing anywhere else besides New England. It's going to be weird.
It's very jarring, and maybe the shock is kind of worn off a little bit, but if you had told someone a year ago, hey, Tom Brady's going to leave the Patriots at the end of the season,
come on,
you'd have been like, nah, he's going to be there forever. It's not. That's crazy talk. What are you talking about? Now, maybe some would have seen it coming. Maybe that's why it's not a full-on 10, but there is shock involved here. It's going to look weird next season.
Let's get into it now. Number 6 on our list, Tom Brady replacements. Jordan Love, quarterback out of Utah State.
There are a couple different draft routes the Patriots could end up going here. I think Jordan Love might make the most sense in the end, maybe. Look, Love is kind of a wild card this year because he was great in 2018 and not good in 2019. His fit, where he goes in the draft, will be critical to his success in the NFL.
Oh, totally.
It will be absolutely critical.
But if we're talking about critical success and a good landing spot, you almost have to think the New England Patriots would be a good spot. But I would also say this. They don't have any wide receiver help right now. They don't have a lot of tight end help. And if the whole quarterback thing doesn't go your way, you could actually potentially see them tank, maybe for Trevor Lawrence in 2021.
That's certainly an option there. I love Jordan Love's 2018. The 2019 was not good. It was really rough there. But a team like the Patriots, who can and have done multiple times before, adjust their offense, adjust their scheme. They used to be throw it deep to Randy Moss. They became almost a run-first team the past couple of seasons. Well, they'll adjust to Jordan Love. But he has to go to the right spot or he's going to bust. He is a very boom or bust player, and there's got same with like a Jacob Eason, same with a Jalen Hurts, who maybe has a higher floor than Jordan Love. But Love is the one we went with here as a possible draft target.
So should the Patriots replace Brady in the NFL draft? Y for yes, type Ben for no. You want to talk about putting pressure on a player right away in the first year of NFL? Like, let's get one thing straight. You're not replacing Tom Brady. You're just going to try to fill a little bit of a void. Because if you're trying to come in to be the greatest quarterback ever, that's some pretty lofty expectations. So let us know in the comments section. Y for yes and for no. Tom, real quick, then we'll get into number 5.
I would consider it. It really depends on who's available. Remember, no second-round pick makes things a little bit trickier for the Patriots.
Let's go to the number 5 here for potential Tom Brady replacements. Jarrett Stidham. Sounds gross.
Stidham was the pick in the 4th round last year.
I don't like it.
Now, that means the Patriots like him. Otherwise, they would have taken him in round 4. In terms of the incumbents, the guys on the roster right now, Stidham is clearly better than Cody Kessler. That's not saying much. So for at least for today and for now, Jarrett Stidham is quarterback 1 for the New England Patriots. And he did show some flashes. He's got some arm strength. He's got some of the tools that you like. Doesn't mean he's the guy. I know the preseason stats are there. They look pretty good. Hey, we saw Cooper Rush have a really good preseason one year.
We've also seen Nathan Peterman have a very good preseason one year. I mean, it's the preseason. I know what we have, or I think the Patriots might think that they know what they have in Stidham. But if you really are trying to give your Patriots fan base a little bit of confidence, I mean, Patriots fans are spoiled. Let's get one thing straight.
I want to make one note here, by the way. The very first thing you do if you're the Patriots, and this has been done, the minute Tom Brady says, I'm not going to come back, you leak out, we love his backup.
Oh, yeah.
That way you provide some leverage like, oh, maybe they do like Stidham. Maybe they don't want to go in a different direction. I think that is at minimum what the Patriots are doing. They still might like him. I'm not banking on him being the move here for the Patriots long term.
So right now, the longest tenured quarterback in the AFC East, Tom, is actually the guy that you see on screen. It's Sam Darnold. That is a crazy statement to make. But if you guys need a new NFL jersey, maybe add a Tom Brady jersey, or you just want to get your favorite NFL team, you can go do it at chatsports.com/jersey deal. Tom and I found unbelievable Nike jerseys, high-quality jerseys, for under $80. So it's not just the ones you see on screen. It's also different color schemes. So if you want to go get the blue Carolina Panther jersey,
got a lot of them.
Plenty of them. Also have the Color Rush ones. Again, I'll put the link in the comments. We'll put it in the descriptions. All the jerseys, chatsports.com/jersey deal, under $80. Let's stick here, Tom, with Jameis Winston. Oh, boy. To the Patriots. I think Bill Belichick.
Isn't it interesting?
It's interesting. Bill Belichick, though, I think would wring the neck of Jameis Winston. 30 interceptions.
If anybody could dial back Jameis Winston's turnovers, wouldn't it be the Patriots, though?
Oh, I don't know.
Like if you're building out some of the best destinations from a coaching perspective and all of that for a quarterback, aren't the Patriots really high?
If you're talking about just, coaching, yes, Bill Belichick, best coach in the NFL. But then you want to talk about talent. You're going from Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and O.J. Howard to N'Keal Harry, Benjamin Watson. Now, I get it. The numbers when you talk about Winston, they're fun. He threw for over 5,000 yards, and he should be on ESPN for the 30 for 30. But for me, these are the only numbers. I don't look at 5,000 yards. I don't look at the touchdowns. When I talk about Winston, I'm looking at the turnovers. There is no way that Bill Belichick is going to stand for the turnovers. And guess what? I don't care who it is. You're getting turnovers when you get Jameis Winston. That's just point blank. So how about this?
Yeah.
If you had to pick a quarterback, type B for Brady or type W for Jameis Winston, who would you go with? I'm typing my B for Brady. I don't care that he's about to be 43 years old. I think when you look at just overall what I need in a player, I don't want him to turn over the football. I'm going to go with B for Brady. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I'm going to go Brady. Especially just for like 1 year.
Even
5 years from now, I'd probably have to take Winston just because Brady's not going to be playing anymore.
I don't know. You never know. All right, pick quarterback, B for Brady or W for Jameis Winston. Number 3 here on our list of potential Tom Brady replacements is Las Vegas Raiders quarterback Derek Carr. To the Raider fans that are watching on the simulcast, just pump your brakes a little bit. So we know that there's been rumors all offseason surrounding Carr, and it's really about Tom Brady going to the Raiders. Well, the reason why he's number 3 on our list here, if Brady were to hypothetically go to Las Vegas, that leaves a wide open range there for Derek to be able to go to New England. And if there's one thing that I know Belichick likes, it's value. And at $19 million a year right now for Derek Carr, that's very, very good value.
There are very few spots that Belichick has chosen to pay a premium on.
Correct.
Very few spots. Quarterback's been one before. They did make Brady the highest paid guy. Don't forget about that, despite the highest been taken in recent years. Cornerback's been a different one. Derek Carr's contract, he's not the best quarterback. He's not a top 10 guy, but he's cheap compared to everybody else for a team that could trade for him.
He is an absolute great value because, again, the Raiders already gave $2.9 million to Derek Carr. So for the team that would go get him next, you only have to pay him $19 million. So should the Patriots trade for a quarterback, 1 for yes, 2 for no? Again, since Derek's contract ends, I believe, in 2022, if they wanted to go out and get Derek Carr, you would have to trade for him. So 1 for yes, give us a 2 for no. And to remind everyone, we are simulcasting live on our Cowboys Report channel, on our Raiders Report channel, and also on our main YouTube channel. For me, should the Patriots trade for a quarterback, I'm going to type my 2 for no because I don't think that it's the best move for them unless the guy on our number 1 list, unless they have to trade for him. So if you guys love us making videos, we appreciate that. Show us some support because even though this whole Gobert situation has impacted the world and it's impacting sports, we're still coming to work every single day, and we're still, taking you guys through the latest. We're still taking you through, everything that's going on here in the NFL. So we're getting ready to get in now to our top 2. So make sure that you click that subscribe button below. And if you haven't already subscribed to our main channel, it's youtube.com/chatsportstv. Let's go to now number 2 on our list. It is Cam Newton. And is he healthy? What are we going to get in Cam? These are the questions that you're going to ask. You're not going to be able to give him a physical, but the reason he's on this list, a lot of reports are starting to point at Teddy Bridgewater going to Carolina.
Isn't this fun?
Oh, man.
Like,
this one would be fun.
To L.A., you mean? leaving Carolina to go somewhere else, potentially.
I said Teddy's getting
Oh,
reports
okay.
of Teddy going to Carolina.
I thought you said Cam's going to Carolina. My bad.
No,
Disregard.
Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater's been the focal point right now for Carolina. There was a report that deal's done. Nothing official yet, of course, because that can't be done until Wednesday. If Cam Newton is available, wouldn't it be fun to see Belichick and Newton?
This is what I'll admit. This would be fun to me.
Get that TB12 method still going somehow and keep Cam Newton healthy?
I think Cam Newton would obviously have to change up his game a little bit. You can definitely tell that the early punishment he took on early in his career is starting to add up a little bit. But if you want to talk about a quarterback who I think we've kind of pushed away a little bit, when he's healthy, he is a very, very fun player to watch. And the Patriots have started to run the football a lot more, and they especially run the football later on. Cam, it would be one heck of a ride. But I don't know about this. Cam doesn't seem too happy about the idea of him leaving Carolina. So the Panthers, they put this out. We have given Cam Newton permission to seek a trade. Now, this is kind of difficult to read, so I'll try to do my best. Stop with the wordplay. Never asked for it. There is no dodging this one. I love the Panthers to death and will always love you guys. Please do not try and play me or manipulate the narrative and act like I wanted this. You forced me into this. Love. The number one now player that could replace Tom Brady, it's Andy Dalton.
Look, I think Dalton makes the most sense for the Patriots, given the rumors that have been out there floating around a variety of things, that how Bill Belichick likes Andy Dalton. He'd be a cheap option. He is also clearly available, and there might not be that much competition for him, Mitch.
Might not be a lot of competition, and this is one of those players where I think has been kind of underappreciated in his career. He's had to deal with the Cincinnati Bengals, no offense, but when he's actually had talent around him, I mean, Dalton's had some pretty successful years, and yes, he's had some injuries rack up here, but I mean, back in 2015, you could have argued he was an MVP caliber quarterback. It might sound crazy. Go look at the numbers and go look at what people were saying. Now, I get the narrative that he can't play in big-time games, and he's going to have to play in some big-time games here for the Patriots, but if you want a journeyman quarterback, I think for the Patriots, it makes more sense to go out and get a veteran, especially in this market of quarterbacks right now, instead of going out and drafting one, because you're filling the shoes of Tom Brady. That's a lot to ask for a young player. So here's some potential quarterbacks, and we want you to pick one to trade for. So you could either trade for Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, or Derek Carr. And I want you to get your votes in here. So type Dalton if you're going to go Dalton. If you're going to go Cam Newton, I want you to type Newton. Or if you're going to go for Derek Carr, I want you to type Carr. I mean, if I had to pick based on value, based on health, based on everything, it's Carr. And I
think Carr is the best blend of everything. I think Cam Newton makes sense if you're trying to go high upside.
Yep.
I think that Andy Dalton also makes some sense if you're trying to find a little bit cheaper option here. So I think Derek Carr, though, if I could have my way, is the correct way to go in the end.
Okay, so continue to get those cars flowing in here. So the top Tom Brady replacements that we have, number 6 on our list, Jordan Love could be a player that the Patriots target in the first round. Jarrett Stidham, who they drafted last year in the 4th round, he's number 5 on our list. Jameis Winston, a top free agent quarterback. Now let's get into the top 3, who all 3 of these quarterbacks you'd have to trade for. Derek Carr at $19 million would be the value if the Patriots were to go out and trade for him. You got Cam Newton with all the rumors circulating around Teddy Bridgewater. He could be on the way out. And then Andy Dalton. He is the number 1 quarterback that could replace Tom Brady.